My name is John Watson. I'm a consumer protection attorney in Birmingham, Alabama. A lot of the calls that we get about very abusive debt collection practices are actually over payday loans. And here's the typical pattern. We'll have a collector, usually with a foreign accent, calling. They'll claim that you're about to be arrested, the sheriff is coming out to get you, but if you make a payment immediately over the phone, then they'll call off the sheriff. And if you start asking questions, they'll say they don't have to answer you, or it's illegal for them to talk to you, but you have to pay right now. If you ask any details, they'll say, I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to tell you anything about this debt. You just have to pay it. And what we have found is a pretty effective strategy for dealing with this, and it's so simplistic, it seems like it shouldn't work, but it does work, is to just very calmly ask questions of the collector. Who are you? What's the name of your company? What is your physical address? They hate giving that. And then say, look, I don't know who you are. You're just a voice over the phone. Send me a letter. And the strange thing is that these scam collectors will just completely go crazy if you insist that they send you a letter. They'll say, I can't send you a letter. I won't send you a letter. Or they'll say, I'll only email you a letter. And say, no. I want a real letter, a little stamp on it. You put it through the post office, it comes to my mailbox. And they will just refuse to do that. Now, if it's a legitimate company, and when I say legitimate, there are lots of legitimate debt collectors that we end up suing because they violate the law. But they are legitimate, they're a real company, they have employees, they have a building, not a scam guy from India with a prepaid cell phone. Okay, that's the difference. But a legitimate debt collector, even one that routinely violates the law, will send you a letter. You think about it. What business that says you owe money would not send you a letter? Is it the cost of a 45-cent stamp is just too much, and we're collecting $3,000, 500 bucks, whatever it is? No, that's not it. But these scam collectors, particularly the foreign collectors, will not send a letter. And so just ask them to do that. And just keep asking them. Say, send me a letter. Okay, you won't send me a letter? Why won't you send me a letter? Let me talk to your supervisor. And eventually what will happen is these people will go away. At least that's what we normally find. Now, most of these guys, there's nobody to sue because there is no company. It literally is a guy over in India or some foreign country with a cell phone calling you. And they buy a list of names of people that at some point in the past have had a payday loan. And so you may not owe it, but they're just going to call and take your money. But you can't sue them. If you file bankruptcy, they ignore the orders of the court because there's nowhere to find these people. But they're not going to waste their time if they realize that you know what your rights are, and you just continue to calmly say, look, Peggy or Bob or whoever you are, I'm not going to pay this, and I want you to send me a letter. And they'll call you and hang up and call you and hang up. But eventually they'll realize they're not going to get any money out of you. So, and if you're reading this on our website or watching this on our website, you can read down below. We make the point. Look, I can't tell you, if you live in Alabama and call me and say, look, I just got one of these calls, I can't tell you with certainty that this is a scam or not a scam. But what I can tell you is, foreign collector, way over the top, you're going to be arrested, we're going to blow up your house, whatever they want to say. Typically that's a sign, and when they won't send you a letter, they won't give you a real name of a company. They'll say, with a foreign accent, they'll say, oh, this is the law firm. Okay, I don't know of a law firm that their name is the law firm. Or they'll do something like the Federal Bureau of Investigatory Practices the FBI. And so or the IRS, they do all this crazy stuff. If you're dealing with that, stay calm, ask them for proof. If they say you're about to be arrested, say, oh, well, tell me what county you filed charges against me. And then call the DA, call the sheriff's office and say, look, I just got this phone call. Some guy from India saying that I'm going to be arrested. Is there a case against me? Now, I've never had somebody call me that has done that hasn't called me back and said, the sheriff goes, look, we're getting a ton of these. There's nothing, no charges. It's a scam. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I hope this is helpful to you. I'm sorry if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're dealing with this issue. And I'm sorry because it can be very annoying and frustrating, but you might try this approach and see if it works for you. If you live in Alabama and have any questions, you can call me, 205-879-2447, or you can reach us through our website, alabamaconsumer.com.